Hi, and welcome to a new episode of Vote for Change, a series where we look at ideas posted by users around the world. Our goal is to add some more votes to the ideas so that it will catch Microsoft's attention and ultimately lead to change. Today's idea is brought to us by the OG himself, Yuka. The code change needed by Microsoft here might just be the smallest thing ever for a developer to change to make a fairly significant impact. And Yuka posted this actually originally 2 years ago in the Ideas portal and recently reposted it now, and then, date being December of 2024 on LinkedIn, and it gained a lot of attention quite fast. And hopefully this time we can actually make that change. All right, so let's just show it first, what it is. So it says here, the subgrid component should default to show related records on the form editor. I was like thinking, okay, what does this really mean? Well, let me just show you how ridiculous this might be, okay? Dataverse is a relational database. So all types of data you punch in there are most likely connected to some other data, either as a one-to-many, many-to-one, or a many-to-many type of relationship. That's how it is. That's the reason why we use this. Otherwise, we would use other stuff like SharePoint or God knows what. And then it's like, while you know this as a fact, that by default, when connecting tables, you're connecting something that probably this is the parent, this is the child. Meaning that if I am, as a father, want to have a record and I want to show my children's records, I want to show my children's records and not all children around the world. So let's just use that as an example right here. I'm on the main table. So this is the top table. I also have a child table. So this is for demonstration purposes. So in the child table, I want to add a subgrid here because I want to see, this is the main, this is Thomas, me as a father. I want to add my children so I can view my children. So what we're going to click here is the subgrid button. While clicking the subgrid button, I'm going to choose here, let's find children, child tables, and all active child tables. That's fine. This is kind of the standard behavior we're talking about. But check this one out. This is the little sucker that Yuka is complaining about. Show related records only. Now, the amazing thing here is, why is this checked off? Or unchecked, I guess the proper word would be. Why is this unchecked? There is I can't remember ever throughout my life saying, oh, you know what, I want to do this. I actually want to have no relationship to data. I just want it to be completely random child data, or literally actually all child tables. So again, this is one of the things we're saying. All we want Microsoft to do, and I'm pretty sure that everyone agrees with this, please just have this little box on by default so that we can choose our child table and we will only have related records, because I only want to see my son as a father. I do not care about the other kids. This is just one of those little things where you're like, Microsoft, it's a bit silly that you haven't introduced this, already. It's been 2 years. It's been pushed through other non-public channels. But okay, let's just see if we can make this actually a change through the public channels. And I'm smiling a lot, as you can see here, because this is kind of so dumb, it's a bit funny. And it does make a change for the people that are in this portal. And so for the people, the OGs that you remember, wasn't this different before? Yes, it was. All right, let's take a trip down memory lane. This is the old designer. If we go in here and anywhere, I'm just going to add the section here into a subgrid, add the subgrid. As you can see, by default, only related records, and it would also choose the first one that came up, happens to be the child table. Perfect. And active child table. This is exactly how we want it to be, because this makes sense. Well, I'm of course going to give this a strong 5. The reason, of course, as I've been talking about, for the people in the Make portal that keep on doing this, it's kind of one of those things you always got to click the same button all the time. It's not a huge problem, but it's annoying. These are just one of those things that, the change for Microsoft here would take them a few seconds, we'd be pretty happy. So, and this would be really cool to see. Can we actually push this change quickly? Because I think we could, and it would be really cool. So again, vote for the idea. I'm going to certainly do that. So we're going to head on over here to Yuka's idea. Subgrid components should be default show related records. Yes, it absolutely should be. So let's just go ahead and give this a thumbs up. No, actually, that's got a vote. Let's give it a vote. It only takes a few seconds. We're already up into 119 now. So let's keep it going. All right. Stay tuned for the next one.